Maine doing a good job forcing them into perimeter jumpers.
Double on Makai Ashton-Langford to Steffon Mitchell for an N1.
Be patient when Maine goes to zone. Don't settle for the first open look from three.
The lead came back and told him you need to improve your outside shot. You need to improve your perimeter shot to be able to score that way. But when he dominates like this, he's one of the top inside players.
Garrison Brooks did not play well in that game. I thought defensively Helms was so engaged. There's so many things on the offensive end besides making a basket.
And banks in a couple of more for 19. Heath was pretty quiet in the first half. He's going to misfire there, but Mitchell was right back up and in.
For a few weeks, you get Funderburk back, and now Bates is out.
Mitchell reversing course and got it to go, and a foul as well.
More aggressive. They look like Jim Christian got into him at halftime and said, look, you got to put your big boy pants on.
7 and 13 in the ACC. Had some success. This is Mitchell. Couple of ball fakes. There was some contact as well, and you can score the bucket for Steffon Mitchell.
Focuses on doing a little bit of everything. You see, being able to have the patience for a little up and under. He's at his best when he lets the game come to him.
Taps races up the court, finds an open Kelly, hoisting the three. Mitchell offensive glass, and Karnick was there as well.
Didn't realize and gave him a quick run to the rim.
So the Cards coming off of their win last Saturday against Kentucky, 62-59. Big up on BC, but that's Mitchell.
3 turnovers for BC tonight. Dumped inside to Matthew Hurt. Double team comes in. Mitchell blocked him from behind. Jay Heath darting through the lane, uses the left hand, can't finish though. Mitchell ripped it away, puts it in, plus the foul.
The ACC off the Heath miss. This is just a big-time offensive rebound and putback. Let's see how Duke attacks this zone.
Into Matthew Hurt, straight to the basket, rejected by Mitchell. Duke keeps it alive. Kelly tracks down the rebound. Great pass from Mitchell. The finish, C.J. Felder.
Was left wide open, the ACC's leading scorer, but again, right here, beautiful pass.
Mitchell blocked it. Kelly kept it in play.
To the corner for Mitchell. Nothing but net for Steffon.
The play by Mitchell was bouncing out of bounds.
He's a heady player. Has been since his freshman year. He hasn't always been a three-point shooter, though.
Got a very kind of a sneaky, tall backcourt.
They really do. Mitchell looking for a season high. He's got it. His third 3 of the half. End of 17 in the first half. Here's Wong. Again being aggressive, but he remains 1 for 4 in the game. Mitchell sees the lanes part and knocks it in and one. Boulevard was open.
Well, the first rule is the guy with the ball, you have to stop him in transition. Nobody got in front of Steffon Mitchell. It's really impressive shooting. I talked about sometimes those threes a little tough in the second half, not for BC.
Mitchell swats the shot inside, protecting the rim. Now Langford feeling it. Why not?
Things that Steffon Mitchell does and coming in, cleaning up that drive in the back of the zone. And it's just an easy look for Langford. Didn't take a ton of threes coming in, but everybody feeling it.
Mitchell gets another piece of Timberlake shot and loose.
And sometimes can be challenging to decipher what defense exactly that Boston College is camped out in. Here's Steffon Mitchell, the Minnesota native, who connects from 3. 5-point margin for Notre Dame the first 5 minutes of this one. A couple of teams really clamoring for wins in conference play as Mitchell hits another. Wow. Here we are saying, let's get in a little closer. He's saying, take me out a little farther. Mitchell fading away from Leshevsky. Nice shot by the senior from Shakopee, Minnesota.
Of shot blockers, and he's very confident. And then Mitchell, yeah, you're going to have to.
We were told that was the same for Makai Ashton-Langford, who is available today, but we have not seen him yet for BC, dealing with a knee injury of his own. And Felder blocked the shot of Leshevsky inside. And against the zone, perhaps sometimes the thought would be, or the inclination would be, to settle for things from the outside. And again, it's Ryan driving. He was thinking poster, couldn't get it on the second effort, and DeMar Langford comes away with it. Very good passer, as you said, out of the post. He's driving again. Durham didn't bite. Mitchell scores anyway. The trigger button is certainly still in play for Prentice Hub. Mitchell on the drive. He called for the and one. He's got a chance at a three-point play.
It's good recognition once again by Boston College and a great catch.
Somebody's got to stick with Goodwin, though. Mitchell got the block with the help defense. Goodwin running the floor, and what do you know? Blocked again by Steph Mitchell.
Mitchell looked to drive. Now back out to Rich Kelly. Mitchell for three again. This time he gets it to drop, and BC's on the board. Heath working on Beverly. Back up top to Mitchell. He'll look to drive, and he does, and gets to the 10.
And Boston College with another opportunity to try to get something going offensively.
Felder with the catch, knocks down the three.
Really lack of playing time. When you take that long off and then you're going up against a hot player like Helms, you're going to struggle. But
weeks because of games being postponed, the COVID protocols, without several players that are still out for him.
Wide open three off a dribble drive kick.
How about the steal by Williams on the other end? Eagles with numbers on the break. Can they capitalize? They do with Jay Heath from distance.
Well, if there's one knock on Carter Witt early on, and you would expect it, missed opportunities, obviously, that's not something you want. That number needs to go up for Boston College from both beyond the arc and from the free throw line. That's a good sign right there, though. Let's start stringing together some defensive stops. In particular, though, getting on the defensive glass.
Good hustle by Steph Mitchell. He needs a timeout. You just heard it, and he gets it.
Picked up full, and that really has changed this game.
Flummoxing Wake Forest. Good pass by Mitchell to Kelly for the two. Eagles cranking up the defensive pressure and feeding off of it.
And it's tough to practice when you have only 7 scholarship players available. Sure, you can say on a game day as DeMar Langford Jr. drills the three, his son Buddy shooting this well. This is a whole different Syracuse team.
Well, right now, again, back to that first game. It's just too easy, and that's a beautiful pass, though.
Comes away with it here. Allen Griffin again in transition. Everything but the finish. Fights for the ball back to make that happen. And I think that was a really important thing that Syracuse Athletics did back in 2005, and the story still rings true in 2021. Eagles push it the other way quickly. Kelly out to Heath for three. Again, he missed it. 2 really good looks for BC from 3.
His third school now, was a freshman at DePaul, then 4 years at Rider, where he was 3 times an all-conference choice. Got the feed, and Scott lays it in, got it from Mitchell.
Okay, so you're going to see the ball get driven right there. No, excuse me, it wasn't Dane Goodwin, it was Nate Leshevsky, who's just ball watching, and then Scott just cuts from the baseline because there's a lack of awareness. Complete letdown across the board defensively for the first 12 minutes.
And good defensive energy from Boston College. It was Steph Mitchell who took it away from Leshevsky that time.
He rested power.
I think of all the great players who have come through this BC program, as Steph Mitchell sinks a jumper